battle video, and whoo-wee! Finally, man. These Battlefield LRs, I can't stand how Dokkan does this. They drop them, and then it's a full year until you're able to actually rainbow them. Like, it's ridiculous. I think BABIDI and Dabura came out on May 5th of 2020, and here I am on April 5th, rainbowing them. Just absolutely absurd. This is a pretty good unit, and I would say even though that they're a year older, they've aged well. I think Dokkan, like, they knew, like, okay, we're gonna not let them, like, you know, use the unit to its full power for a long time, so we'll make sure that they can actually, like, have some lasting staying power, which they do. So, alright, I have BABIDI and Dabura rainbowed. Let me get their links to, like, link level 5 or so, and then let's go ahead and test them out. But again, I mean, they're certainly going to be a solid unit. Their only issue, well, the main issue I've got with them is just their lack of category teams. Because BABIDI and Dabura, like, don't have much in common, and they stupidly, moronically, dumbly made the Majin Power category not include characters like Dabura, Yakon, Majin Vegeta, BABIDI, BIBIDI. It's ridiculously stupid. That steals a category from them, especially when they are a support for Majin Power. So, alright, let's go ahead. Let me level their links up, and let's test them out. Alright, so we are here in an event. So we're starting out on Terrifying Conquer / Transformation Boost. I mean, this is going to be the best place to utilize this BABIDI and Dabura unit. They definitely have some wonky pieces to them, right? Like, you know, they kind of want you to either be lowering the enemy's attack or defense, or if they're, like, stunned or sealed, they do extra things, right? So I think this is going to be a character that would be very good for, like, super battle road runs. I think this character would be fairly good in maybe, like, Dokkan Battlefield as well, right? Places like that. What this character really needs, I think, to be, like, super, like, really, really runnable and really top tier would be if they had, like, if Majin Buu Saga, they're a Majin Buu Saga leader, right? But if there was a Dokkan Fest, like, okay, so, like, if there's a Dokkan Fest Buuhan that comes out or something like that, because, like, a standalone better Buuhan we need, who would, like, lead the Buu Saga, and then you could just run, like, a full villain Buu Saga build, that would be really good. Because it's like, I'm just not interested in running Buu Saga, you know, with either Fat Buu and LR BABIDI, or, you know, BABIDI and Dabura, sort of like a villain run. Like, I would just, if I'm running Buu Saga, I'm running Goku and Vegeta as the leader of the team, right? So, like, that's one thing they really could use. So, again, they do a lot here. Their link set is honestly, for the most part, probably bad. I mean, they have Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Legendary Power. I want to pull up that Majin Resurrection Plan. That's this one, right? Yeah, I believe this is this is Majin Resurrection Plan right here. So at link level 10, this is 2 key and 20% defense, which is definitely solid, but, like, you have to be running that physical Dabura with this unit in order for it to work. Physical Dabura is basically their best friend, because he is giving them support, he's giving them keys, giving them attack, he's giving them defense, right? As well as being able to activate, like, a weirdo link like this. But, like, Tech Majin Vegeta, like, it's so weird, like, he loses that when he Dokkan Awakens. Like, one thing with the link level update that would have been cool is if they would have just gotten rid of garbage like this, right? Like, Majin Resurrection Plan. Like, this unit, like, if, like, imagine the link level update system happened, and, like, they killed this link. They just, like, alright, it's just gone. And then they just gave BABIDI and Dabura, like, shocking speed instead. Like, how much better would that be? Like, it's, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and see how much damage we'll get from them. Again, they are, like, they do so much. I feel like this unit not a lot of people use too often. So their 12 key super attack, they could seal. 18 key, they have a high chance of stunning. They give themselves 3 key, 88% attack and defense start a turn. They get another 3 key and attack and defense plus 40% if the enemy is attack down or defensive down. They get another 3 key and high chance of crit if the enemy is stunned or sealed. And then, of course, they give Majin Power category allies 3 key and 30% attack or defense. So, giving the Majin category allies that buff, obviously that does hit Physical Kid Boost. That's going to be good for him. But again, like, you just have to, like, have the enemy be debuffed. You have to have other boot, because Majin Power is only actual Majin Buu units. Okay, so there we have, wow, actually 4 million right there. That's good. Damn. Okay, so Kid Buu lowered the enemy's defense, right? So that gave us the extra, 40% attack and defense and 3 key. because Kid Buu lowered that Videl's defense right there, which obviously led to us getting a lot of extra damage, right? If only, again, it really is just such a bummer, dude, that Majin Power is actually just stuck without having Majin Vegeta and Yakon and Dabura and them in it. Because, like, this exact unit, except if, like, they were buffing themselves and Majin Vegeta was on there and Physical Dabura and all these characters were on there, that would have been way better, dude. It would have worked out so much better. But they were just like, nah. Like, you know, we could, you know, make the Majin Power category, like, make it make sense. Because, like, obviously, like, you know, Yakon, Dabura, Pui Pui, all these characters are being controlled, right? Like, Babidi and Bibidi could be on there. It just, like, that category would have been so much better if it was built in that fashion. But they're just like, nah, like, we can't be too smart here. So, all right. On this rotation, we have, this is like the best we're probably going to get. I'm going to attack Videl right here. So that's this Dabura lowers defense, does he not? So again, this is going to be pretty much ideal here for Babidi and Dabura. We have a lot of their links active. The only two we don't have active is Legendary Power and then Thirst for Conquest. Thirst for Conquest is a very good link, you know, 15% attack and defense. Their defense is 163k. And remember, it's going to go up even higher if the enemy is either attack debuffed or defensive debuffed, right? So they're good. There's no other way they're good. Like, there's no other way to say it, right? Like, you already, like, the first turn, they're above 4 million. This is a Battlefield LR. It's not like they're that hard to get, right? Like, yeah, it takes a ridiculously long time to rainbow them, for sure. But, oh, no, he doesn't debuff. Oh, no, she's immune to it. Okay. I see. 3.67. Wait, Gohan was debuffed. Damn it, I should have attacked Gohan. He was debuffed. We could have gotten a better attack right there. It's fine. Very good damage. Again, they could stun, they could seal. It's like, the thing about this Babidi and Dabura unit is that they're doing a lot, right? Which is going to help them out a bunch. Then, of course, I have this Dabura over here. This, of course, is the Xeno Dabura, the Dragon Ball Hero unit. He is going to share a number of links with this Babidi and Dabura as well. These type of Dabura characters are obviously the best linking partners for this LR Babidi and Dabura. They're a good unit. Again, I would say just their biggest problem with Babidi and Dabura is their lack of teams. Just Buu Saga, Join Forces, and Terrifying Conquerors. Join Forces is kind of a mess. I mean, you can build it, but it's like, you're not, like, it's like so heavily reliant on, like, LRs and stuff like that. Like, you're not just rocking, like, 600 LRs on that team who don't link up, aren't supporting each other. It could just, again, turn into a real mess. Okay, so this is going to be really good as well right here. I'll hit this right here. Is Videl immune to defensive debuffing? She is. Okay. So we're not going to get their sort of, like, full passive right here. This is pretty easy to get. I probably should make sure to get that. What is their defense? 177k. I think I'll probably just rock this team again. And then I'll get this exact situation, except fighting a boss where we can actually defensive debuff them with Dabura right here. Because this Dabura does debuff, right? I believe he does. Let me see what attack set they get up to. And they get a... Okay. Yep, Videl, we got it. 4 mil right there. Yeah, Physical Dabura greatly lowers defense and stacks defense on his super attack. Like, this is definitely, I think, a good enough... This is a rotation that could work, by the way. Physical Dabura and then LR Babidi and Dabura. Because remember, Physical Dabura is supporting them. Like, that's not that bad. Again, let's... I want to hop in. I want to get that exact rotation, except fighting a boss that could have their defense debuff. That's all. Alright, so let's see what attack set we get right here. We, of course, have our boy Majin Buu. I'm over here on the Buu Saga team this time because, believe it or not, man, SDR Cooler is not exactly that common on the friends list anymore. All of a sudden, that boy is just not around too often, which is very sad because this team is so goddamn good, right? And he's a really good leader unit. Okay, so let's see what Babidi and Dabura will do right here. Again, linked up with Physical Dabura, so we have most of our links active. We have, you know, Dabura's support type buff. Notice Vegeta has his defense debuffed, and then we have Kid Buu here. So let's go ahead and see what attacks that we get on this rotation for LR, Babidi, and Dabura. And we get up to a, 5. Wow. They're not even level 10 links. They're pretty good. They're good. The problem is just we don't have the right setups for them, really. Like, again, like, if I think the best place to run them would be, like, Boo Saga. If you just do a full villain Boo Saga team, but, like, actually have, like, you know, like, a good leader skill, like 150% or above, you know, like a Buhan or maybe LR Kid Buu or something like that, leading Majin Buu Saga, and then you just run, like, a full villain side with Physical Dabura, LR Buu Tanks, this Babidi and Dabura. That would be a sick team. That's what I'm waiting for. And I do think we are going to get that eventually, right? That would be super good. All right, I'm still in the same event. We can actually get one more attack set right here. So this is going to be the same thing. We're going to have their full passive active right here. But it's just going to be with the LR Babidi and Dabura and Physical Dabura right there. No, you know, Physical Kid Buu or 50% support type buffer. And they get up to 4.17. So just with, you know, Dabura, who you might actually want to run with them again. To get that very nice, you know, most of their links active and stuff like that. They're able to put out some pretty consistent numbers, man. Again, I actually like this unit quite a bit. I think they're pretty good. All right, so now we'll do one more run over here on the Buu Saga team. Again, something like this would be really sick to run. Again, if we could run just like a full, like, you know, sort of like villain Buu Saga type build where maybe like we didn't have to have Goku and Vegeta. I mean, they work well with like Buu Tanks and stuff like that, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, that would be nice if we could just run full villains. And like, dude, Buu Tanks on this rotation would be ridiculous. Getting the buff from Kid Buu, getting the buff from Babidi and Dabura, right? Like, there's definitely several setups that would work fairly well for some of these units. All right, so let's go ahead and super attack with Kid Buu. And then we'll see what our boys LR Babidi and Dabura are able to put up. You know, what sort of numbers and stuff like that. But, I mean, honestly, I'm already pretty satisfied. I feel like just at the rainbow level, you know, Link's like level 5-ish. I feel like they're putting up pretty good numbers. You know, 3.84 right there. Obviously, Kid Buu does lower defense, but still pretty solid. I consider myself a pretty big fan of this character. I think once we get some extra characters to sort of like be good around them, I think it's going to work out a lot better for them, right? Because just like right now, you just don't really have, like, again, Cooler, I don't know if this is going to be a continued thing or not, but like, if you can't run Cooler, like if Cooler is hard to find, so all of a sudden Terrifying Conquerors and Transformation Boost teams might be difficult to run, that would be a real bummer, a real buzzkill, because like, again, that's a disgusting team. I really hope that's not going to end up being the case. Alright, so we're going to get another really good rotation right here. Again, I think we could still, yeah, Vegeta's attack is actually lowered. Let's go ahead and pop that out. Just see the damage we're continually going to be doing here. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop some shoe items. Go ahead and give them just a little bit of extra key, sort of see the damage that they're going to do. But, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with the numbers I'm seeing from this Babidi and Dabura to call them good. And then also, like, if we taken them into, like, Super Battle Road or something like that, I mean, they guaranteed Seal on 12 key, high chance to stun on 18 key. Again, they're just doing so much. 5.28 right there, like, really solid. Oh, I didn't check their links, but they link up decently well with Demon Goddess Toa right there, right? To get a couple of extra attack links. So it's like, we're just seeing them putting up, like, very impressive numbers here and there. It's just really, really good. All right, I want to. I don't think I've gotten the 12 key super attack animation with them in this video yet, have I? So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just get the 12 key with them, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish up. But again, LR Babidi and Dabura, do not be scared to use your battlefield gems or tokens or medals or whatever you want to call them. Don't be scared to put those towards this unit because they are good. Of all those LRs in there, I mean, Oob is solid but doesn't have a lot of teams. Metal Cooler is definitely solid. The Ginyu Force units are solid, but they don't have a lot of teams. I guess the LRs they put in there are sort of limited a little bit. All right, so let's just get this 12-key super attack again, and then we will go ahead and finish up. What is their defense right here? Let's see. So they are at 136k, so we do see them have a fairly solid defensive number most of the time also. They're good. I like them. I consider myself quite the fan. So, yeah, there's the attack Babidi uses against Piccolo right there. Okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and move in, take a look at LR Babidi and Dabura's details. All right, this is Wicked Wizard and Lord of the Demon Realm, Babidi and Dabura. Their leader skill is Majin Buu Saga Category Key 3 and 130% of stats. Their 12-key super attack is the Evil Splash, which does colossal damage to the enemy and seals super attack. Their 18-key super attack is the BABIDI's Sinister Sorcery, which does mega colossal damage and has a high chance of stunning the enemy. Of course, that being a 50% clip right there. So that's pretty good. I mean, you could do the 18-key super attack with them, have a 50% chance to stun, do an additional super attack, and then seal. That's fairly good. Then their passive skill, Magic Power Control, gives them 3-key and 88% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then they get an additional 3-key and 40% attack and defense if the target enemy has the attack down or defensive down status. Then they get another 3-key and they have a high chance of 50% of performing a crit if the target enemy is stunned or sealed. And then finally, they give Majin Power category allies 3-key and 30% attack and defense. Their link set is Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Legendary Power. I guess the first two links of theirs are a little bit quirky, but Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Legendary Power, very common links, right? Especially on Terrifying Conquerors. Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, these won't be difficult to activate. So this is a unit you can rock. I mean, ideally, if you're going to use them, you would want to use them with other Majin Power category allies, but this is still a fairly powerful LR that could definitely hold their own. Their 12-key multiplier, 150%, 24-key multiplier, 200%, typical numbers. And then the one weakness of this character, for sure, is the distinct lack of categories that they have. Only 3 categories. It's just not very good, right? They are on the Buu Saga team, which is just, like, so freaking disgusting at this point. But we really need an extreme class Buu Saga leader, right? Like, I think LR Kid Buu or, like, a new Buuhan, because we definitely could use a new standalone Buuhan. Either of those, I think, would work very well as an extreme class Buu Saga leader. Then, running a full villain Buu Saga team would work really well, right? Then, of course, they're also over here on Terrifying Conquerors, which is a very, very good villain team right here. And then, finally, they are over here on the Join Forces category team. Join Forces, of course, has just got so, we just need more and more and more units constantly added to this team to help it out. Obviously, as we get more units, there's definitely different combos and stuff like that you can sort of build within this team to make it work a little bit better. But let me know what you guys think of this LR, Babidi, and Dabura. Honestly, I was fairly impressed. I think they're pretty damn good. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.